Hi, I am Imran Ali, Assistant Professor from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida. I had discussed in my earlier lecture work measurement, work study, work study and different methods to calculate the standard time. Standard time basically it is the standard time within which all employees are expected to finish that job. So, we had different methods how this standard time can be ascertained or fixed, and all, all the employees are expected to complete their task or job into that given period of time. Today I am going to discuss about production technology and processes of manufacturing. So, the content that I am going to discuss it is manufacturing technologies, application of the manufacturing technologies, how they are being used or applied into different sector or industries, and discuss different processes that we are going to use in businesses. The first it is the production technology. Technology is what it is. Technology refers to the application of scientific discoveries to the development and improvement of the goods and services. So, we need to just identify and we need to just chalk out different ways and methods how a new way or new methods need to be developed by applying or using new scientific way. It can be involve knowledge, material, methods and equipment. So, unless and until we cannot over a period of time, because of the application or advancement into the science, new technology is coming into existence, and this technology or advanced technology, if it being applied or if it is being used into manufacturing or into the production, then the productivity of the organizations is going to be highest. So, the production technology indicate that as a company or as an organization, we need to ensure that we must have the advanced technology in our units or manufacturing processes, which later can ensure that how productive the organization is or the productivity of the total organization is high. See, if you can see into Germany, you see into China or into Korea or several other industrial countries, these countries are doing excellent and they are doing lot of R&D or their productivity is high as compared to the rest of the other countries, because they are using advanced technology, they are using advanced equipment, advanced machinery into their manufacturing processes, which ensure that these countries are capable enough to produce quality goods within a short span of time. So, we as organization have to ensure that our manufacturing processes, our way of providing services must be technological enabled or they need to be dependent or more technology. In the manufacturing sector, in the context of the manufacturing, I had discussed about robotics. The use of the robotics, it is going to be used in multiple sector. It is going to be used into manufacturing, it is going to be used into the mall over a period of time, it is going to be used into restaurants or hotel, it is going to be used more into kitchens in the next 10 year or few year. Into UK it is still being done. So, the production and the services that we are going to provide in the next few years, it will be more technologically driven, it will be more based on technology. See, either it is phone pay or it is the Paytm or it is any fintech or the other organization, they are using advanced technologies and trying to access or trying to give best services to their client. Similarly, it is about into retail industry. With the help of certain technology, they are trying to track that how many peoples are trying to come and go, and they are trying to measure the footfall within their retail outlet. So, I am broadly discussing that this is where technology use. Technology is used into services, technology is being used into the manufacturing. Similarly, into production, we must use advanced technology so that we are in the position to produce quality product, we are in the position to cut cost, we are in the in the position to minimize or cut wastage and improve the overall quality of the product. This can only be ensured when organizations are broadly or extensively using technology in their processes or into manufacture. Automations is being used, automation need to be, robotics are being used, process of manufacturing need to be more self driven, technology driven, then the the productivity of the entire organization is going to be increased. So, the production technology, it is about indicate that how our production is more dependent or driven on technology, and how technology support or facilitate that the overall productivity of the organizations must increase. So, technology refers application of scientific discoveries to the development and improvement of the good and services. It can involve knowledge, material and methods and equipments. All these need to be developed, and in total or into totality, how overall productivity of the organizations can be increased. Next, it is about the types of technology, what kind of technology can be used into manufacturing or into the production processes. Product and service technology, discovery and development of new product and services using scientific approaches to develop new knowledge and standard into the commercial application. Technology, product technology, either it is service technology, we as an organization should always try to incorporate, purchase or establish, use new technology which enable the organization or help the organization to produce maximum output within a minimum time. Because of the technology or because of the intensive use of the technology, company can use or achieve economies of scale also, economies of scale also. And what the economies of scale are, that once the company are in the position to produce more and they are in the position to produce maximum output in minimum period of time, per unit cost of the output or per unit cost of production is going to be less. It is going to decide or determine that how you are in the position to bring down or reduce the cost over a period of time. So, we use technology per hour, per week, per month. Because of the advanced use of the technology, our productivity is going to be high. Organization, especially into services or manufacturing, because of the intensive use of the technology, now they can cover maximum locations or maximum output can be increased. Process technology, it is method, process and equipment. Process, I mean to say, method how a particular job is done. So, method, it could be old method, it could be outdated, it could be obsolete method also, but recent or updated method which is more dependent on the technology or which is being developed because of the existence of the new technology, company need to use advanced method or new method, and it will enable that how new productivity is ensured. Next, it is procedures. process of refining. It is Indian Oil Corporation, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, it is Bharat Petroleum Corporation, it is ONGC, it is Saudi Aramco, it is Reliance Industries, especially into the oil refining those are. So, they are supposed to adopt new method, new processes or equipment to refine their product, and they are adopting new method or refining new into new way, so that it is as per the standards or new requirement. See, we are discussing about Bharat 6 or Euro 6 standard or Bharat 6 standard we are discussing. So, Bharat 6 standard what means? The engine specification need to get changed, which do not impact badly to the environment. If engine specification has to be changed, some processes had to be changed for refining more advanced or more qualityful oil it is being required. So, in the process we are supposed to adopt or use more advanced technology, so that our refinery or refinement is more fine as compared to earlier. Even to the distillery or milk dairy, we may use in new methods or new procedures or new equipment, so that the production or the productivities can be enhanced. We are discussing in the case of agriculture that MSP is a contentious issue nowadays. Farmers are on strike. So, the farmers need to adopt new methods, new equipments need to be adopted, which are more technology enabled, which are based on advanced technology, which will help the farmers to improve their income as well as the productivity or the production in their field will also increase. So, once the farmer will be using more advanced technology, their productivity will increase, the production will be more advanced, and within a minimum or fixed land their production is going to be the highest. Next, it is information technology, use of computer to store, process and send information, use, identify, track down. So, we need to use technology or information technology into our manufacturing process or production process, which will help us to store the data, send the data from one location to the another location, to send information from one place to the another, and among various system or subsystem of the operation, it will be easy for us to communicate among different sub-segment of the organization. So, we need to use, we need to adopt different information technology, whereby communication is going to be better. Now, there are different manufacturing processes. Broadly, I have taken 4 types of the manufacturing processes. First, it is repetitive manufacturing. Repetitive manufacturing processes are for those type of goods or in the industries where products are in huge demand, and the products are always into demand. What the company will do, that they will fix a setup, they will fix a process, and through this process or under this process your product will continually keep on producing. Now, this process is useful for those products which are always in higher demand, and companies are sure that their demand is still high, and it is expected that in the next few years it is also going to be high. So, we will companies continuously keep on producing this. Let us take it is two-wheeler, they are into demand in more, and in the next few years they are also going to be into demand. It is milk, it is still into demand, it will be in next few years it is going to be into demand. So, in the repetitive manufacturing, the objective of the organization is to produce the same product for long span of time consistently. So, with the same setup, with the same framework, we are going to produce these goods for long span of time. What are the advantages of this repetitive manufacturing? You need not to change your setup, you need not to change machinery over a period of time. Same mechanism, same machinery or equipments are going to be used. So, probably the organization here are in the position to reduce cost and improve their productivity, because over a period of time they are not supposed to change their setups or framework. Next, it is about the discrete manufacturing. Discrete manufacturing, where we are using different product. I unlike earlier one, repetitive manufacturing, here in each process our methods of manufacturing is going to be different, it will not be similar. So, maybe because our product is different or it is little change as compared to earlier, we will have to modify, we will have to change our setup or manufacturing setup or framework. So, into the discrete manufacturing, probably we are going to take more time. So, here as compared to the repetitive, we need to get change, we need to modify it, because in each stage or every time our process is likely to be little bit change as compared to the repetitive. Next, it is about the job shop manufacturing. Into the job shop manufacturing, we are producing the goods customized, either on demand by people or by industry B2B segment. So, here there will be a group of product which will be produced, but into customized way, into a specific way, or as per the certain specific specification which is being given by buyer. So, here unlike the repetitive and discrete manufacturing, into the job shop manufacturing, your manufacturing process or manufacturing system will be more based on customized or as per the specification of the customer. Next, it is about the continuous manufacturing. Into the continuous manufacturing, what does happen? Your manufacturing process will be continuous, and here the process is also continuous and here the process is also continuous. So, what is the difference in between? Here the process, it is 24/7 continuous, you are in the process of manufacturing, but here into the continuous process liquid things are that, gas there and liquid things we are refining or we are processing. Next, it is about the job manufacturing. We are manufacturing goods, we are manufacturing product in batches. So, one batch is completed, we clean the equipment and machinery, and then when the order came, then the next batch is manufactured. So, here unlike continuous and repetitive, your manufacturing process will be into batches, it will not be continuous. I repeat, into the repetitive, the production or the manufacturing will be continuous, and I told you that it is because here production is expected to be high or demand is for long span of time. Next, it is discrete. Discrete, it is because the product are different, product are a little bit different. So, now we will be needing more different framework or a different setup to establish the product. Next, it is job shop manufacturing. Here the product that we are going to produce, they will be more customized, they will not be standardized. Continuous manufacturing, here manufacturing process will be 24/7, but liquids one will be there. Batch manufacturing, we are going to produce into small quantity or into the small batches, and once one batch completed, we get clean our equipment, process, machinery, and when the next order is come in place, then we will start manufacturing. So, it will not be continuous, rather it will be into the batches. Next, types of manufacturing process, it will be molded in manufacturing. Molded in manufacturing, it is what you, for example, heating the plastic until it become liquid and cool it till it take the shape. Here we say material is being melted down and it put into a frame and just to give it the shape. So when you mold, when you melt down a material just to give it shape, it is being called as molded in manufacturing or casting. It is same thing. I repeat, molding or casting, you melt down your material just because you want to put into a shape and you want to give a shape of that. So when you melt down and give it shape, it is being called as molding or casting. Next, it is machining in manufacturing. It would be difficult in manufacturing to produce a particular good without the use of machinery. So, we will be use multiple machinery. You use a machinery to remove something or to give a shape or mark something. So, some machinery are being used while you are going to manufacture a particular item. So, in the manufacturing process, when we use several machines either for cutting, for shaping, for designing, then it is called as the machining in manufacturing. Next, it is about joining, joining part by part. Now, for example, if we I take a product, so a product is part of multiple component or multiple part. So, once we will join either by welding them or by bolting them, it is called as joining in manufacturing. So, either by bolt or by joint we can do. Next, it is about shearing and forming a manufacturing. You often see shearing used as aluminum, brass or bronze and stainless steel. Your pots, stainless steel pots we have seen, each of them is having a shape. What do? We give steel a stainless steel a form whereby a pot came into shape. So, these are the different 4 types of the processes. I repeat them. It is molding, you took a material, heat them until it become liquid and then put into a shape and then your product has been made. Machining into manufacturing, while we are in the process of manufacturing, we will be using multiple or many machineries so that it should take certain shape, and it is difficult without the use of the machinery. We are not in the positions to build any equipment or the manufacturing. Next, it is about joining. We use multiple point and multiple joint. Next, it is about the sharing and forming. Now, these process that I am going to use over here, I am going to show you some visual example each of them. Next, it is about machining. The one thing machining, see the tools used for machining are immobile, they are fixed, power driven units used to form a shape or solid material, specifically material. So, this is being used which is immobile, which is fixed, driven by power, and it is used to shape this. This is being shaped. So, this machine is being used to shape it and a particular product has came into shape. So, this process it is being known as machining it. Next that I discuss, it is about joining, and I told you that this joining could be either by welded or bolted. We can join part by part, but this joining part by part either it could be by welding or it could be by bolt, because these are the two possible way whereby of a particular product different parts can be adjoined or can be added, and it could be called as welded or it could be bolted down. So, this is the material control, coded welder, documented process and so on. This is material control, competent personnel, documented procedure, and this being added by these are the bolt. So, we have joined this. Next, it is forming. Bending, spinning, drawing and stretching are a few important metal forming process. So, this I was discussing. These are the form, the pots that are over here, and this is how through which we are giving a shape. So, these frame are used to shape these and these frame are used to shape them up. So, this is how this pots has came into existence, and it is being used in the way manufacturing came into existence. Next, it is the casting, the last one that I discussed, molding. Molding and castings are same thing. The casting is a manufacturing process in which a solid is dissolved into a liquid. We heat it till it become liquid, heated to the appropriate temperature and then added into a mold or cavity. And molded, we heated, this is the, you can see over here, and this heated one now through this way it is being put into a mold or a frame, then we put into some rolling being there, and as a result of that the last final finishing product came into existence. So, it is how casting has came into existence and the casting is being done. So, these are the different processes that I have used. Thank you so much.